Across the country and here in British Columbia, the children who died at residential schools are being honored. This right here is a live look at a gathering right now at Vancouver's Grandview Park. About 200 people, many, as you can see, wearing orange, are there for an event called Remember the Children. Drummers and singers are supporting the call for prayers for the children whose remains were discovered buried in Kamloops.
Good evening. We begin tonight with an apology from Vancouver's Catholic Archbishop to the families of the 215 children whose remains were found in a mass grave at the Kamloops residential school. The church ran that school and others across BC. It's now offering support to help recover any other remains. But as CTV's Bender Sudgeon reports, some already tired of waiting are taking matters into their own hands.
The Kamloops discovery of a mass grave included Indigenous kids from all over BC, with some thought to be as young as 3 years old.
It's for our ancestors. It's for those lost children and our communities. So we're in pain. We're hurting across the country.
Steve Sweefelt and others turning that pain into action, raising funds to find more remains. In one day, the GoFundMe obliterating its goal of $25,000.
When you find bodies in this type of story and magnitude, we can't just sit around.
The money will be used to buy a ground radar machine like the one used in Kamloops or to hire someone to do the work. Organizers say they're willing to help any nation who wants it.
The federal government has been fairly weak with their responses from the beginning.
Ottawa vows to also deliver funds. The Vancouver Archdiocese that ran the Kamloops Indian Residential School apologizing. In a statement writing in part, "I am writing to express my deep apology and profound condolences to the families and communities that have been devastated by this horrific news." And the church was unquestionably wrong in implementing a government colonialist policy which resulted in devastation for children, families, and communities. The church also committing to full transparency of documents, mental health and counseling supports for those impacted by the Kamloops discovery, and technology and other help to uncover more remains in schools it ran across BC.
The Catholic Church seems to be the focus these days for our nations. There's been no apology by the Pope. I mean, it's common sense. I mean, we shouldn't have to beg for an apology.
The GoFundMe organizers say they appreciate offers of help from volunteers, yet are firm in their view the Kamloops graves are a crime scene, and what they'd really like is accountability. Bender Sudgeon, CTV News, Victoria.